Alright, hi guys. We're going to be using this gizmo, and your job is to determine and calculate the speed of the running animals. So this is a video of the safari, and you're going to be recording animals as they go back and forth across. So there's different animals you'll be seeing: elephants, humans. This is a warthog, a human, rhinoceros, a zebra. Sometimes there's another warthog. Sometimes there's a cheetah, an eagle. Sometimes there's a jeep that goes by, a gazelle. Okay, so there's lots of animals, and you're going to be using the Safari tab, which is this one, and you can click on the playback tab. So once you record a video, you can watch it here, and you're going to be clicking back and forth. Okay. So what you want to do is record an animal running, and you're going to record any animal you like, and you're going to use this button. So I'm going to click record, and I'm going to wait for an animal to run by, and I'm going to hit stop. So I just recorded the elephant. So I'm going to go to playback, and you see how it has these trees. Every tree is 5 meters apart. So from this tree to this tree is 5 meters, from this tree to this tree is 5 meters, etc., etc. So we can use this to help us figure out the speed of the animal, because remember, speed is distance divided by time. So there are some tools at the bottom. It shows you the current time is 0.0. So we're at the very beginning of the recording. The total recording was 7.1, but we don't need to pay attention to that. So I can play my video by pushing the play button, and it starts. There goes my elephant. I can pause. I can rewind a little bit at a time, or I can rewind all the way to the beginning. I can play, and I can fast forward a little bit at a time, or all the way to the end. So if I go back to the beginning, I can also use a slider at the bottom, and that moves the animals a little bit at a time, which is really what's the best thing for me, because my goal is to measure the time it takes for my elephant, which is this one, this elephant right here, to move from this tree to this tree. I'm going to time him. And because I know that from this tree to this tree is 5 meters. So now I just need to figure out the time it takes. So I'm going to use my slider, and I'm going to say that my elephant is right at the beginning of the tree. And I'm going to move my slider until my elephant moves to the beginning of this tree. So I can move my slider, and here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. So there he goes. So that was moving 5 meters. So let me show you again. And I'm going to look at the time. So right now, my elephant is at the beginning of this tree, and the time is 3.3 seconds. So I'm going to write that down on a piece of paper, that time 1 is 3.3 seconds. And then I'm going to use my slider and move my elephant to the beginning of the next tree, and I'm going to write down this as time 2. So time 2 is 4.2 seconds. And my distance, because I only measured from one tree to the next, is 5 meters, because that's how far it is between trees, 5 meters. So my distance equals 5 meters. Okay, so now I'm ready to calculate speed. Okay, so now I can determine and calculate speed. So I'm going to put in my information. I'm going to use a text tool, and my time 2 was 4.2 seconds, because that's what I wrote down. So I can move that. My time 1 was 3.3 seconds, because that's what I wrote down. So now I need to do some math. 4.2 minus 3.3 seconds is going to give me my time. Alright, so now I'm going to open up my calculator and I'm going to put in 4.2 minus 3.3, and that's going to give me my overall time of 0.9 seconds. 0.9 seconds. And that is my overall time. That's how long it took the elephant to walk 5 meters. So now I can figure out the speed. I know that the distance, because I wrote that down, the elephant ran from one tree to the next, which is 5 meters. 5 meters. So that is my distance. And then my time, well, I just figured out my time was 0.9 seconds. So I can move that. And now I just need to calculate, I just need to divide. So I'm going to open up my calculator and clear it. And I'm going to put 5 divided by 0.9 gives me 5.55 meters per second. So I can put 5.55, and that is the speed of my elephant. 5.55 meters per second.